I met you in the summer, to my heartbeat sound.
Hi guys, as you know, my name is Owen Brown. I was born in Lucknow, India, but currently live in Hampton, Connecticut. My favorite sport to play is baseball. I'm a second baseman and pitcher. I also like the sport of football as well. Even though I don't play it, I love to cover my favorite team, the Tennessee Titans, on a sports podcast / blog. Sticking to baseball, my favorite poem is "Oh Slider Slide" by the Chicago White Sox star right-handed pitcher Dylan Cease. "Oh Slider Slide" by Dylan Cease. Oh slider slide, oh slider slide, past the batsman I send my slider to hide. Oh slider slide, oh slider slide, past the batsman I send that round cowhide. Oh slider slide, oh slider slide, a fortune staked on you, lest I overstride. Oh slider slide, oh slider slide, in the strike zone, indeed a win is implied. Oh slider slide, oh slider slide, the humans can't believe my 3,000 RPM and fastball ride. Oh slider slide, oh slider slide, your execution can earn you a bride. Oh slider slide, oh slider slide, even the backup tried. Oh slider slide, oh slider slide, to the back foot of a lefty, check swing, and the ump is wrong. I really like this poem as Cease and I are both right-hand pitchers, we both have similar mechanics, and we both throw sliders, although his is a lot better than mine considering I'm just a sophomore. But another reason why I like this poem is that Cease has always had a love for poetry, and it shows that athletes can do things that they like and they can broadcast it to the rest of the world. Besides just writing the poem, he's turned the poem and the rest of his poetry into merch and has a shirt called "Oh Slider Slide," and on the back of it, it has the poem. And what an average fan may not catch on the front of the shirt is that the apostrophe by the O is his trademark mustache. Shirt is right there, as you can see, and the back of it right there with the poem. And it shows how athletes can do much more than just play their sport. My two favorite lines in this poem are one of the ones in the middle of the poem, "The humans can't believe my 3,000 RPM and fastball ride," and my other favorite one is the last line of the poem, which is "To the back foot of a lefty, check swing, and the ump is wrong." I like the first line as it shows how much his slider spins, and the higher spin rate you have, the more movement you have on your pitch. And the more movement you have on your pitch makes it harder for the batter to hit. So with his 3,000 RPM slider, it plays very well with his blazing fastball, and it shows how he has become one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I like the last line as a slider to the back foot of a left-handed batter means it's a very good pitch and most likely the batter swung at it. And in the poem, he says that the batter check swings, which is sort of a half swing. And when somebody's check swings, they have to appeal to the umpire. And in the poem, Cease writes that the batter check swings and the ump is wrong, which sums up today's game really well, as most of the umps in major leagues are subpar and not very good at all. I think Cease gives all athletes a very good opportunity to explore on making merch and, just starting their own type of thing. It doesn't have to be poetry the way Dylan did, but it can be other things like Jimmy Butler starting his coffee shops. And I think this is why Cease is such a good person to not only model your game on the field after, but also off the field, as it's very entrepreneurial, and it's definitely something that I would look into doing in the future. Rock. What were you saying?
It's almost time to go to biology.